You know who she is, some of you don't, but you've definitely have heard her voice, so you know what she looks like now. We are down at her house, and I wanted to go live real quick. Ingrid mentioned yesterday that she has an open house today, and I didn't really quite catch what she meant, but I wanted to do real quick is show you guys what she does, I guess in all the spare time you have, right, Ingrid?
Yeah, all the spare time.
When she's not doing things for Carolina Coops. Anyways, I truly think it's amazing what she's doing. We're going to show you her chicken coop and her chickens. But more importantly, what I love about what she's doing is we're in the city of Raleigh, right? We're in city limits.
Yes.
You have how many acres here?
0.25.
0.25. Let me just step back here real quick, because this just goes to prove how you can take your land. You know, she's on a beautiful quarter lot here. That's her home right there. And she took all this land and she's growing vegetables everywhere. And there's just so much more to it. And of course, her chicken coop, you can almost see it. We're going to go up there in a little bit. We're going to go over there. But I just thought it'd be really fun to show off all her hard work. I'm going to learn a lot. If you guys have any questions, let us know. Again, I know we're all about chicken coops and chickens. We're going to go up there. But there is what's the proper term? There's a relationship, in this case, especially between chickens and gardening in many ways. There is a proper term for that. I can't remember. But I'm going to flip the camera around, and I want Ingrid to kind of talk a little bit about what she's doing with the garden, but we're going to quickly head over to her chicken coop, because I haven't seen it. When's the last time I seen your chicken coop?
A couple years.
Okay, so let's go ahead and flip this around. It has not been a couple years. All right, so hold on. So now real quick, again, I want to establish that you and your husband, Sean, have taken the time out on this beautiful Saturday. There's no show going on as far as the city. There's no nonprofit going. This is just, hey, we started you said it was a Facebook or a
next door Facebook groups.
A next door group, and people had a lot of questions about what you got going on. And you're taking the time to educate people, which is awesome. So what are some of the questions that they have about your garden?
They are very curious about the rain barrels.
Rain barrels. Okay, what about the rain barrels? I'm curious about rain barrels. We do
about 1,000 gallons of water.
Now, what are the questions that they have about your rain barrels?
So my husband put them together.
Oh my God, you got a lot of rain barrels.
Yeah, on both sides.
Now, is it true that it's illegal to harvest your own rainwater? You know,
it is in some places. It actually
is. That's for real?
Yeah, not here.
Why?
Colorado. Yeah, Colorado.
Why would it be illegal to harvest your own rainwater?
Well, in Colorado, it's because it doesn't get to the river. Yeah.
Or whatever. I don't know. I mean.
All right, and then we got a leaf blower going on. We were actually waiting till it was going to quiet down, but I'm not sure if you guys can hear us okay or not. I don't want to bore you, but again, I just think this is awesome to show off not just what we're going to show the chicken coops, but again, what a huge part of our company, Ingrid, what she's doing in her spare time. And all right, so we got 1,000 gallons of rainwater in these rain barrels.
So what happens is they all fill up together.
So they're in parallel.
Yes. And he also has pump that connect to those sprinklers, which have wobblers on top, where we can water the garden.
Speak up. So I want to make sure. Jizza says he can hear you fine, but you know me, I like to make sure, especially now we got a leaf blower.
Well, basically, we can water the garden with our own rainwater with sprinklers and a pump.
How many square feet do you have up there of your roof? Ish.
Oh, well.
How long does it take for 1,000 gallons to fill up?
Well, it's 1,400. It's not. I mean, they're filled now from the rain that.
Oh God, yeah, but that's just amazing. So you can probably water a lot, control it,
right.
Focus it,
right.
And not really worry about, especially here in Raleigh, that you're going to run out of water.
Well,
so they're in.
Did.
Really?
We almost did because it was
so dry. So what happens when you run out of rainwater? What's your go-to?
Well, then we also wood chip, so we don't have to water as often. So all the wood chips help keep the. It's a free resource. It helps keep the weeds down.
Why is it a free resource?
Because we get it from a tree service. We'll dump a pile of wood chips.
Wood chips? I love wood chips.
You will see over there, which we still have a pile of wood chips.
Yeah. That's one of my yards.
So, okay, all right, hold on. So there's a great tip. You hear that wood chipper going, you can sometimes tell when you got some professional tree arborists.
Well, there's, if you go to Chip Drop, chipdrop.com.
Ooh, we're plugging chipdrop.com.
You can sign up, but we've done it so often that there are certain tree services that we just text them and they come by when they're in the neighborhood.
Oh, they don't just drop off chips in the middle of the night like a chicken?
No. But the wood chips also, so they help keep the water, they help keep the moisture in, and because they absorb the water, they also release it slowly.
Sure,
So,
that makes good sense.
So wood chips are a great way of having kind of a water-wise garden, as they say.
Water-wise garden. Okay, that's awesome. I want to go over and see this pump.
Well, it's not in there yet.
Okay.
It's an out pump that stays out here, and it goes through. We have the shade over here. He has it here.
Well, I think we get the idea. I just wanted to show it.
Yeah. So he has this that goes on top, and it will feed into each rain barrel and suck the water out.
Perfect.
And
well, I mean, that is awesome. You don't have to worry about the erosion. You can really focus where you water. Now, you said something about a wobble head.
Yeah.
What is a?
So look at it.
Can we fire it up right now?
No.
Okay, that's cool. So it hits this and it kind of
And it's just it's instead of an impact sprinkler, it just kind of
goes everywhere.
Yeah.
What's an impact sprinkler? I
That's
don't
the
know.
kind that goes.
Okay, are those bad? That's kind of I use on the.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
But this is nice and fine.
I love this. This is gonna kind of have fun. Having a hard time hearing Ingrid. I know Ingrid.
I'm sorry. I'm not used to shouting.
You're not
You've been
shouting.
Talking all day.
Yeah. All right. Well, let's move on because I'm not sure how much time we're gonna have, and I don't want to take.
What I love about her garden is it's not all vegetables.
Right.
She's got fruit. She's got pollinators. She sells bouquets or gives away bouquets, and
Okay.
there's a lot going on.
Let me show this off real quick. So,
We gotta go around the side.
Kristen talked a little bit about this yesterday at our live show, and I didn't catch what it was. So here we have a 5-gallon bucket on a stand that would be used for a flower, bird feed, or whatever. What is this for, Ingrid?
It's if you sign up on sharewaste.com or go to sharewaste.com, people will drop off their table scraps and we will make them into compost and then soil or worm castings or worm tea or anything we do with
Maybe
compost.
sometimes goes to the chickens.
No, they don't
No?
really get it. Well, sometimes if my friend's got like a big watermelon or something.
Gotcha. So you have neighbors that know to drop off their
Yeah.
organic garden waste scraps. That is awesome. Okay, let's move on. I haven't checked to see if anybody has any questions yet. I'm not sure. I forgot how to do that. No, I'm on YouTube.
Oh.
And I'm here. Farmer Brad, who was there yesterday, giving some advice.
What?
Kristen. Yeah, we did talk about the hell you went through because you said you had a couple neighbors that did not like that you had chickens, and it was
A neighbor.
okay. Sorry. Oh, and you got some people to talk to. So if you wanted to go, can we go ahead and invite ourselves into your chicken coop?
Maybe I'll talk to them and say that Ingrid's going to be ready.
No, I gotta give them their.
Oh, you know them.
for a
Okay.
pickup, yeah.
Okay.
For a
Okay.
pickup.
Business.
So walk around there. You can see the side. The chicken should be out. So you should be
Oh,
able
yeah,
to see
yeah.
the-
Oh, we'll find our way. Okay.
All right, I'll be right back.
This is crazy. So again, guys, hope you're having a wonderful Saturday. Is it afternoon now? We're in Raleigh, North Carolina. We are live. We are at Ingrid's house, who is our marketing expert.
The deer prunes.
And I love watching people, no matter what it is, doing something,
Ingrid is amazing.
Do
Look at
something
these beans.
do something that's
Ingrid,
new.
What is this plant? I saw this somewhere
Oh,
else.
that's a milkweed.
Oh, okay.
I
Yeah.
think it's butterfly weed, but yeah.
I saw that at the Museum of
this
Art.
one, the yellow one, the
Orange?
No, orange, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. And it looked familiar and I couldn't remember what
Yeah,
it was.
I think
Okay.
that's actually butterfly weed.
So again, I just think it's awesome because you don't see this very often, but I definitely predict in the future that you're going to see this more and more, where you can turn your property, even in the city, into, I mean, it's beautiful and serves a purpose.
Look at the hops.
Can you imagine the exercise you get and the satisfaction you get when you come out here? Hops. Oh yeah. So this is where Bud Light comes from, right?
And other more.
No, there is no other beer other than Bud Light.
Right. So yeah, and this is the shade wall for the chickens.
Okay, finally, I got the messages to come up. All right, we got some messages. We got some people watching. We got a lady from France having a hard time hearing Ingrid. Yeah, sorry about that. How do the barrels connect? We can go back and check that. Having a hard time hearing Ingrid. Hi there. I'm off topic, but that's a cool tattoo on Ingrid's left arm. Yes, I'll let her know that she loves her puppies. That is her Let's get a close-up because Ingrid, she just got some fresh color. What's going on here, Ingrid?
Oh.
This looks like a drug deal. Yeah, isn't that
to see
beautiful?
here.
Nothing to see here.
Nothing, just, microgreens.
Microgreens.
Is there a license to sell?
Love microgreens. If you guys never heard of microgreens, check it out. It is actually fascinating. I think the barrels are connected with a pipe. I saw it short. Yeah, I'll go back over there. But if you have any questions, please let us know. I'm controlling the phone and doing the chats and talking, so if I miss something, I apologize. I wish they would like send a tone or whatever when a chat comes in. All right, you ready to go and see the chicken coop?
Yeah.
Now, I have not been here, she said, in 2 years.
I think that was when you did the cleaning out the coop video, right?
She did it, not me.
Oh, okay.
So right away,
These are muscadine grapes.
what does that mean?
These are the southern variety of grape, and
Obviously, I'm assuming edible. Oh, and I apologize. Right. So we were over there talking about the hops are offering shade for the chickens.
That's the shade wall, and it really come here. It really is cooler in here. This does a great job just to have that evaporation, cooling off the space.
Is this peppermint? I mean, this is a lot to take in. So she's got a lot of things hanging.
Yeah, that is peppermint.
So she's added to her run because chicken math kicked in, if we remember correctly. She's got one of the original American coops.
And the more space, the better, of course.
Absolutely.
I was here the other day. I was here Thursday, and I asked her on the show Friday about what items they really like, and she did say.
Hold on. What items? Who are
she
they?
has a lot of stuff in here.
What items the chickens like, or what items Ingrid likes?
What has she found that the chickens really actually use?
Okay.
And
What'd she say?
What they like. Well, here we have a cinder block for the bantam. She said
The one that showed up in the middle of the night.
no, that was a different one. But she said even the big girls like the cinder block, which was interesting. They do like the dust bath, and they use that. But usually when it rains, they do not use the xylophone. She said.
No, they don't. They don't use a chicken swing.
No. But she said they do like that. They do
The
like
cabbage.
The
Oh yeah.
cabbage.
So guys, this is a great way not only to give them food, but this falls under the category of boredom buster.
Yeah.
You just take a chain, shepherd's hooks. Shepherd's hooks are the best. What's nice about our coops, there's so much meat. You can put it anywhere. You can adjust the height simply by just, obviously moving a link. And then we got a big old, I'll call it a bike hook. And you just thread it right into the back of the cabbage.
And you taught me that if you put a screwdriver in here, then you twist the screwdriver.
That is true. Have I taught you the Allen head screw trick?
No.
Wow, this is old school. We are going way back. This is one of the original American coops.
And she did this new ladder. We
Fun-
talked about that. So I'm stealing her thunder, but this is straight from Ingrid on Thursday. But she did a great job with the Japanese method of learning to prefer.
What is that called? Feng shui or something?
No, it has a name.
Shubiban?
Yes, something like that. And she did a great job. That was a while back, and look how great it still looks. Good job, Ingrid. I hate that I'm stealing her thunder.
Yeah, you are a little bit, but that's no big deal. She's a busy woman. So again, guys, we're live in North Carolina, Raleigh, North Carolina. We're at Ingrid's property and just showing off her chicken coop along with her garden.
Sections of that.
Another great boredom buster.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, what were you saying?
They do use this vertical space, and I was saying on Friday what a good job she was using of vertical space.
Oh, this is incredible.
Like all these, like that perch and the logs and the bench, and you can see they use them because
There's a question. What's the purpose of the hanging peppermint?
I think it's just to be aromatic.
Is it voodoo? We'll have to ask her that. And what's this?
Sage.
This is a little, we'll have to ask Ingrid. I'm sure it's going to help. I don't know. I mean, it's June. What's the temperature right now? I'm sweating bullets. It is humid. All right, here's Ingrid. Here's the star of the day. So we got some questions. Are you ready?
About the herbs.
Oh. That's so funny.
Well, no, we got a lot of questions.
People always ask about the herbs.
It's called Shoshugiban.
Yes.
What's the purpose of the hanging peppermint?
I just
Come on in.
Come on,
Come on.
Just, we it's
No.
just I had it.
No,
so.
it's witchcraft, isn't it?
No, it's.
Oh, come on. Make it more
smells
interesting.
Good. And the chickens love it.
Why did they love it?
But they can't get to it.
No, I know. They try.
Is this like the world's most organic air freshener?
Yes.
Because that's what people are going to think right now. And they're going to think,
Actually,
well, what do you mean? I have to have an air freshener in my chicken coop.
I would take that over those dumb things that get put in the car.
Yeah,
Keep it.
exactly.
Right.
I'll also try this out and throw it in their nest.
All right. What is the temperature right now?
It's 80 something today.
Okay, so that's not too bad.
It's not. It's just.
It's humid. And this is where people will be like, oh my God, you got chickens. There's going to be flies everywhere.
There's no flies.
I don't see a
There's
single
some,
fly.
but
Right. No more than you would ever see any other
I
time.
don't see any.
But I can see people saying, well, that's to keep the flies away, which if you have a lot of flies, there might be something else going on. But I just think it's awesome. Now, this, I'm assuming, came right from your garden.
yes, I put that.
Okay. And what is this?
That's sage.
Okay. What's the sage for?
It's also herbal. It's a nice smelling thing. And it's funny. I put those in when we had the tour to Coop, and everybody asked about the herbs. They just like what those are using. But I dry. This is also a way to dry the herbs, so I can use them.
Oh.
Oh.
That's a good point.
So I know people are going to want to know, okay, where's the chickens and what kind do you have? And oh, you got one of my favorite breeds.
The pepper Mary.
No, Moran.
Wyandotte in there? Blue lace?
Blue-laced red Wyandotte. How old is she?
They got let out over here, so that's where they are.
How old is she? She was a November one.
November 2019.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's March.
So tell me real quick. Let's just recap for a lot of people that haven't, maybe they're just starting to follow us. We got one of the original American Coops. You can tell right away because we attempted to really keep the price down and it ended up just not being a good idea. But you got to at least try it. You can see her roof ribs run that way. That's the big ongoing story that we're going to come back out for her and make the roof the way it is now because even though it did save money then, it is such a nightmare. Midge?
No, you gotta come over here.
Wait, what?
That's the star.
She's the star.
She is pretty. Let me make sure I get my finger out of the way. And is this a cuckoo?
No, that's a
Bard?
rock. That's Betty. The Moran is Libby.
That is the smallest chicken. Now, what kind of chicken is Midge?
She's
Old English game?
Old English game, Duclay.
Duclay.
No, not a Duclay.
She's a millipore.
Millie Fleur, Old English game bantam.
Oh, that's a lot of name.
That's a lot.
All right, so now,
Mix.
You-
So, yeah, she doesn't have feathers on the feet.
okay, so out here in the chicken yard, here's something else that Ingrid's done that comes up a lot. That is doable. And it's easy to really do, to be honest with you, but it's tricky to make it look really good. Now, I want you guys to see this. She has what I call a canopy. All right. She's got this, looks like 1.5, maybe 2x2. I'm going to call it 2x2 bird netting. It's black. It's nylon. It's going to be ultraviolet resistant, assuming. Oh. Is this your buff?
Yeah, it's Louise.
What is her name?
Louise.
Louise.
Don't kiss her. Don't.
CDC.
I don't care. This is how you get immunity.
This is why I get shadow bans, right? Is that what they said yesterday?
No, this is how you build up an immunity to something. You expose yourself.
Yeah, just a little at a time.
Hmm.
When is your cannabis gonna bud?
Please focus camera. I apologize. It should autofocus. Where do you get the bird netting? Where did you get your bird netting?
Stromberg's.
Stromberg's. I'll let you guys in on a little secret because one of my favorite things to do as an exterminator was bird exclusion. There is a great company out of California. I'm going to assume they're still around. Great group of guys. Awesome pricing. Birdbarrier.com. It is where I've still bought from them when we've done the chicken netting canopy to keep the hawks out.
Got the wires too that helps.
Yes. So here you got a center post. Okay, and you attached, I'm assuming like a galvanized wire, maybe a stainless steel, 1/8 inch maybe wire, and that helps keep it up nice. Now, how has it been since you put in the canopy?
It's great because we have hawks and eagles here, so it's perfect.
And here's the other thing I love.
Tighten the, we can go up on a ladder and tighten the.
Oh, with turnbuckles or something?
Yeah, we can tighten the cables.
And it's a great way for your, this was a grape that is growing. and helps provide even more shade. Same thing with the hops over here. But here's the important thing is wait till I go down to the road and show you guys again when I step back that it's going to be next to zero visibility unless you knew it was there. But anyways, okay, what is this? This is a interesting looking. Is this a blueberry or something?
It is.
I almost sound like I knew what I was talking about. I had no clue. I just guessed. Why is this so tall?
Blue. There's little blueberries on it.
They're not blue. They are green, and I've never seen a blueberry bush plant that tall.
There's people that have them that are 20 feet tall.
Really?
There's different varieties. It doesn't have any leaves on the bottom because the chickens discovered they were delicious.
Someone says, haha, I just noticed she has freaking pictures hanging on her screens. How cool is that? Art in her coops. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Peppermint and sage, that is voodoo.
Absolutely.
Sorry. It was just to be funny. All right. Oh my God, am I sweating? All right. So here is the back of her American coop. Wasn't that a fun day when we did that roll off?
Oh my gosh.
I don't know if I'm shaking that much or...
if that was a roll off, that was...
Oh, wow. This is old school. So this is where we try to experiment. You'll see the rabbit cut where you have the pop in, pop out doors. It was worth a shot. Look at this hemp. Where'd you get this hemp from?
That was the last delivery that you probably...
This is our hemp?
Yeah, it is.
Do you know what's going on right now?
What?
Well, let me explain here in a little bit, but wow. Okay, hold on. We just had another comment come in or a question. What about snow load for bird netting? Oh, actually, so I'm going to get into that. I want to talk a little bit about that, some of the pros and cons. This hemp, because... You know, long story short, they had such a bad growing season last year. It was a very dry summer, so it didn't grow really well. Came fall and harvest season, it was very wet. That made it so it was harder to clean. I have not seen how beautiful and clean the hemp used to be.
Yeah, that's how it was, yeah.
Yeah, that is just incredible. I forgot how beautiful our hemp is, and it is still beautiful, but it is an organic product, and there was a horrible growing season last year in Europe. Either way, all right, so
we do get snow, but it's not, we don't get a lot of snow, and the cabling helps with that. And the snow here, it melts so quickly. So I guess if you were in a really cold climate, the snow load would be hard. You might have to do something more with the cabling.
Possibly. I mean, it has all to do with the structure of it. I know we've done a lot of this in New York, again, to keep birds out. Well, in this case, yeah, you're trying to keep hawks out. It was more for pest birds. The 2x2 is going to help. We did all 3/4 by 3/4. And the most difficult thing can be if you try to do this in a wooded area and then you get a lot of leaves and you got to come inside and blow it off. But I think this has worked out really well because you don't have any trees above you.
Right. Exactly.
Awesome. How old's your litter right now?
We did this September.
September. Okay, today's date is?
June 5th.
Okay, so how long ago was that?
That was, what, 7 months?
October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June. 9 months.
9 months.
9 months of deep litter. And
this will go till probably October again.
This is just incredible. You smell nothing. It's so simple. I love your egg boxes. Everything looks good. See the roost bars. Chicken's chilling. All right. No, that looks awesome.
I'm expecting rope wrap roost bars. Remember we were going to experiment to see if they prefer one over the other?
They're coming down.
Okay.
Yes, they are coming down. I like the doors like that. What about what? That there's, see, I can't make everyone happy. I try so much.
You know what? I have to take these off though and put them. I have a chicken shed and I put them in the chicken shed. But when it's raining and it's hot, I would have rather have like a tilt-up awning, like your new ones. So.
Thank you. Good job there. Way to go, marketing lady.
No, I would.
No, and that's why we do it that way now.
Yeah, I would rather. I mean, this is what I have, and in the summer it's great. But when we were getting a lot of wind and it was raining, I went out, and I'll come out in a downpour and put these doors on.
Oh, that's crazy. But now with the new style that are awning like this,
yeah,
it works out well.
Yeah, I think that was better.
Where's our chicken expert going? She's slowly sneaking away. I don't know what's going on here. In case there's some chicken questions.
I'm wandering through the dark.
Yeah,
I bet you guys can handle it.
Oh, come on.
I also cured her bumblefoot, just FYI.
You cured her bumblefoot. How did you manage to cure her bumblefoot?
Well, it wasn't really bad.
It wasn't with rope wrap roost bars?
It wasn't.
That was a mosquito.
Yeah. So there's a lot of soaking and a lot of.
It is that humid that an aquatic insect is not drying out, being out in the middle of the day in the sun.
Yeah, we get the mosquitoes all day long now. They no longer just come out at night. They want to go out there, but I'm afraid to let them out there because I can't walk.
Okay, so here's what we got going on. So you got so many sections here. So you got another area. The door's open. You're letting the chickens out. This is fenced off, and you have another type of wire rope that's coated. Well, we call it wire rope. This is just like a braided wire.
It's cabling.
And you got it crisscrossed.
Yeah, this is what Sean and I did this spring. So we're hoping this would keep. Now you're an expert.
No.
Would this keep hawks out?
It'll help to keep hawks out, absolutely.
But they could possibly land and then jump down.
They absolutely could.
Right.
Have they?
No.
Exactly.
But I don't.
It's not guaranteed, but I can tell you, we used to do a lot of this, actually, more to keep gulls out of parking lots. But they don't like it when it clips their wings, because when they come in for a landing, they spread their wings out and they got to soar, they got to slow down. And could you imagine if you had to come in for a crash landing for your meal? Right. You're probably going to go elsewhere. So, man, Ingrid, you got a lot going on. Now, what's going on out here?
This is my perennial garden.
I don't know what...
Perennials are flowers that come back every year. So you just plant them once and they come back.
Okay, what's the point to the perennial garden?
You don't have to plant them every year. Oh, it's a point? It's a pollinator garden. It's a pollinator habitat. It was just a place that I could just buy perennials or seed perennials and have my own spot.
Gotcha. All right. I am sweating bullets.
I know.
This looks awesome.
We have the side all down there.
Can we sneak out that way, or should we go around? I see you got all kinds of fencing. Yeah. All right, so let's go back out this way. So what's this ramp for? Is this for your chickens to get up and down?
Yep.
Really?
Mm-hmm. Well, I also had it there, so I had the wood, so I was like,
yeah, whatever.
They jump. But I do have a video of them going up with the ladder last night. So they do walk.
Oh, that was wonderful. When you gonna make it look like a Carolina Coops post next time? Because that was a great song.
Okay.
Hint, hint.
Okay. You did see that then. Yeah.
I thought we should take priority, but whatever. I guess you're allowed to do what you want on your time off. Oh, I see Sean's down there talking to everyone.
So here's my pile of wood chips.
How long will this sit here?
Well, we work at it. It's just hot and.
I like that. Don't answer the question.
Yeah.
Well, here's why I asked. Some people would be concerned. They're going to say, well, it's going to become very aerobic and very hot.
Improve, actually.
That is true.
The longer it sits, the better it's going to get.
And then make sure you don't have any issues. And I see, and do you care at all if it's pine or hardwood?
No, because the last batch we got was mostly cedar. This one is mostly pine. You can use this in your garden. People will say, don't put it on the plants because it'll steal the nutrients if the wood hasn't aged. But if you don't mix it in the soil, it's fine.
That's interesting.
So you can use it as a mulch, and as long as you don't mix it in the soil, it doesn't matter if it's not aged. It's not going to steal the nutrients.
It's still going to insulate and provide that benefit.
Look at this sidewalk.
If I were walking in this neighborhood, I would want to walk by your house every single time.
This is amazing. The bees, butterflies.
This is what you call a health strip.
Health strip.
Health.
Hell strip?
Yeah.
Help or
Hell.
hell?
Why hell?
I don't know. That's what they call. It's usually the divider in a boulevard, or the divider between the sidewalk and the street is called a hell strip.
You don't own it technically, but you have to maintain it.
So I was going to bring that up, and I didn't want to be that guy. How are you getting away with it? Isn't that the city side?
No, you have to maintain it.
I maintain it. I mean, I guess they could come and say this is too high, because if like your grass is too high, but because these have herbs and flowers and nobody has said anything. Plus, I grow herbs that my neighbors can freely come and cut.
Well, so speaking of neighbors, any complaints?
Not recently. You don't have a Dale? I don't have a Dale because I don't have an HOA. Because none of this I could do with an HOA. None of this.
So this is beautiful. I want to get a shot of this.
I think I'm going to run for Congress and get rid of HOAs.
In Seattle, we call it a parking strip. I just love this.
And this is fairly new, like the way so here's the hops. You can see how it starts from down there. That's pretty
Now
incredible.
are you gonna give me some Bud Light?
I don't know. I mean, if you want to make it, I can buy you
No.
some now.
I've lost 10 pounds since I stopped drinking. It's amazing.
Stop drinking beer.
Okay, well, thanks for adding in. It's healthier. Okay, so I wanted, go ahead.
No,
Oh,
I was
look at
just saying,
these. These are kind of cool. What are these?
it's called Gara.
Gara.
And then these are scarlet runner beans.
Scarlet running beans. Well, you know, that's the other thing too we really didn't get into, but something that Bethany talks a lot about is the companion planting.
Right.
And that, you know, you're letting your chickens down, well, up there.
I will let them down here once these smaller plants get bigger.
And they can't destroy them.
And then this there is all a bunch of kale, which I grew specifically for the chickens. So, because they love that.
Gotcha. All right, so I wanted to finish up with a shot because, again, this is something that I'm going to come around this way. I'm going to come out here. And I wanted people, I know I'm down lower, but I wanted them to see that you can't see unless you're looking for it. You would never know she has a canopy up there. When I used to do bird exclusion work, and we did huge nets, 100 by 500, just huge nets, gigantic nets. And because it was black, it absorbed the light. You just don't see it. Unless you are specifically looking for it, that is just awesome.
We might end up doing it over here. Just a few.
You think?
I might.
What are the purple flowers? Larkspur?
So anyways, I am sweating like crazy. I thank you for your guys' time. I hope you're having a wonderful weekend. Again, this is, I'm just very proud of Ingrid. I'm proud of everyone that works for me. And I just love to share a little bit of their story behind the scenes, something that they're passionate about, and just makes me very happy. I love seeing someone, not that this is new, but this is, you know, this isn't normal, and that's what I love about it. Please note Sean's shirt. I love this. Straight out of Compost. It's awesome. That reminds me of another shirt. I can't remember the gentleman's name on YouTube. I wish I could. He's a great guy. Bugs, not drugs. That was another great one. You are welcome for sharing. Hope you guys loved it. I hate to say goodbye, but we'll see you next Friday, I think. And we might go out to a Coop locally. I'm not exactly sure yet. It's just amazing. You guys all have a good one. Thanks for watching.